A veteran clone CC-5052 Commander Bly served in the 327th Star Corps. Bly developed a close bond with Jedi General Ayla Secure, who was always reassured to know the dependable clone had her back. Hello, welcome to Centurion's Corner. I'm Steve, and I finally finished Commander Bly Phase 1 from the Clone Wars. So, as you've been following my work in progress, it took 2 days to achieve. I just took my time with it because I weren't too sure on the yellow. I weren't too sure if I was going to go back to it, because it's a bit hard. Older Commander Bly. It's just his colour schemes always kind of looks a bit off, but it looks really cool at the same time. So we got this guy here. Obviously, he's very sort of dark. It's like a dark brown more in real life. It comes up a bit more yellow on the camera. But, yeah, it's kind of the look I kind of like for him. But obviously, saw in the work in progress shots that on the Clone Wars, he's yellow. So I kind of like to get him to the best he can be and closest and real as possible. So he actually fits well with the Black series. So I had this little Commander Bly guy, and I quite liked his yellow, so I did match it up to him, as most of the yellow parts I would imagine is the original yellow that he used, and then incorporated these extra brown markings, which this figure hasn't got. But getting onto the main figure himself. So yeah, I think he really come out really well. So let's take a look a bit closer. Okay, so he's got his pauldron on. Took quite a few coats really for his pauldron. I've went over the lines a little bit, so I just used a little Sharpie actually just to neaten up the edges rather than using a paintbrush, just to get those lines a bit more straighter. I didn't really show you how I originally painted this because it's got like an oily look to it, like the Captain Rex one. So it's just a black with a tiny little bit of gunmetal grey in there. So it's a bit like what I use on the blasters, but just not as much grey. So we've got his visor. So this was the 3D printed. That was given in by by a friend. And yeah, works in full order. Goes down and back up. With this pauldron, I haven't glued it down like the Rex. It's just so I can give him a little bit more manoeuvrability in his head, as it's a little bit thicker. Being the milliput, if you get a bit too thin, it does break quite easily. So it's got to stay a little bit firmer and a bit thicker. So by not securing it to his neck, he's got a bit more movement as the pauldron moves with him. So got his little light on the back of his head. The weathering colours I used was just mud and soot from the weathering kits, the Tamira ones. Which, for those if you're new to the channel, which are these kits. So we've got mud, and we have oil stain, and we have soot. I do like the way that the soot comes out, and I like the way the oil stain comes out as well. The oil stain gives it more of a sweaty black, when the soot is more like what I call like a blaster scorch. So yeah, so we're going up now to his holsters, his pistols, all been weathered. And we've got his skirt, the yellow all the way up, as that's what I've added on now. Bit of weathering around on the yellow just to sort of bring that brightness down so it's not fully yellow all the time. And yeah, going down to his legs and around on his feet. I think, yeah, he's come out really well. Now all I need now is an Ada secure to accompany him, but at the moment she can just sit and pretend that she's in the background. So that's him, guys. So thank you very much for joining me on these work in progress and finishing off Commander Bly. And now I've just got to go on to my next project, which will be Commander Fordo. So watch this space. So until then, guys, comment, subscribe, ding that bell, and share my videos. I appreciate the love. So this is Centurion's Corner, signing off. Until next time, I'll see you then. Bye.